When I'm shooting behind the scenes footage, I typically use my smartphone for that kind of thing. And when I do that, I need a way to mount that. And we've talked about some mounts in the past to connect your phone to a tripod, but there are also a couple of other devices I had a chance to look at from a company called IDW recently that allow you to connect your phone either to a tripod or to a lot of other things. So check this out. Folks over at IDW recently contacted me and asked me if I'd be interested in reviewing a couple of tripods for smartphones. So I said, sure, send them on over and we'll take a look at them. Well, it turns out that these are actually pretty impressive little devices. I was pleased with what we saw. The one that is actually more interesting to me is the Q stand. That's this one here. They come in a variety of colors. If you're into that kind of thing, you can get it in different colors. But what this is useful for is, first of all, has a head that you attach to your phone, and then that attaches to this twisty thing using a 1/4-20 thread mount screw. And this twisty thing can attach to almost anything. So on the box here, they show it attached to a bicycle handlebar. You can also, on the back of the box here, they show it attached to a fence post, twisted into a shape such that it can stand up just like a tripod. So this is really versatile. You can actually do a lot of things with this. The nice thing about these is that they're very durable, very nice build quality. So for example, on the head here, it feels like they're machined out of I think it's aluminum. So it's very solid metal. It's definitely metal. And it has a twist mount here. So what you do is you put your phone in this area here and you just tighten it up so it gets a good grip on your phone. And you're good to go. Now, the first thought that came to my mind, and I'm sure is coming to most of your minds, is, oh my gosh, are you going to crush your phone with that thing? No, they've actually done a really nice job designing it. So let me show you what I mean here. The grips within the little kind of vice style head here, the grips are made of this material that I've never quite experienced before, never quite felt before. It's soft, so it mashes down when it's pressed against something. And it has it's not a cheap rubber feel. It almost feels like a really high grade, kind of almost feels like a felt, but it doesn't have it's not a fabric. But in any case, it's a really nice material, whatever it is. And that just fits around the phone, and you would attach it normally in a place where you have a bezel, or you could even attach it where you don't have a bezel if there's a part of the screen where you're not going to have to, press to get your camera started or your video camera started. It's also nice because it can fit on here and it works beautifully if you've got a case. In this case, I've got a bumper around the edge of my phone, and it actually is gripping the bumper itself, and it holds on quite nicely. I feel very secure with this. I'm perfectly happy to hold it upside down and shake it around, and it holds on quite nicely without actually crushing the phone itself. So it's really a clever design, and it's very universal because I think it's going to work with pretty much any phone. So what I found most useful about the Q stand versus the tripod is the Q stand, not only for holding your phone and mounting it pretty much anywhere, and you can mount it to, again, fence posts, you can mount it to a tree, you could mount it to a light stand, a microphone stand, whatever it is that you have. But I also recently reviewed, as you recall, if you follow the channel, a shotgun microphone that is actually a hot shoe mount microphone. So that is to say, it's really made to mount on top of your camera. Well, I didn't want to mount it on top of my camera because it doesn't sound that great that way. You need to get it closer to your talent. So I had a problem to solve, and that problem was, well, how do I get it closer to my talent, because it has a hot shoe mount, and I don't have a way to mount a hot shoe closer to my talent. So what I did is I actually have this little stand here. This is actually designed as a cold shoe stand for photographic flash units. And you just stick your flash in the cold shoe, and you can kind of set this on any flat surface. Well, it also has a 1/4-20 receptacle on the bottom here. So what I did was I mounted my microphone in the cold shoe, and then I attached the stand to the 1/4-20 thread that comes on the twisty part here of the Q stand. Just attach that, and then I could use this twisty part to attach it to a microphone stand and mount my microphone right up near my talent just outside of the frame. So I find it actually super helpful for that and really like it. The twisty part is actually also a really pretty unique design. It's surprisingly durable. I thought it, you know, when I first saw it, I thought, I don't know how well that's going to hold up, but I've been using it for a couple weeks now, and it's actually held up really nicely, and it holds very, very tightly. I'm surprised at how well and how tightly it can grip things. So definitely a pretty unique design, and I think a pretty handy piece of gear. Thanks for checking out the episode. I hope you found that helpful. If you've got any questions, go ahead and drop those down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. And we'll be sure to get you more great videos on how to improve your lighting and sound for video. Talk with you soon.